Hey everyone, it's Leanne. Welcome to another video on my channel. Today I'm going to share my top 5 favorite crafting items with you. These are my top 5 craft tools to create cards, mostly card making. These are the 5 things that are my go-to items and I can't live without, and so I thought I would share them with you. So let's get started with number 1. Maybe you can guess some of these if you've watched my videos. Some of them might not be a surprise, but let's take a look. So the first thing I have is this Wink of Stella brush pen in clear glitter. They make this in a lot of colors. I've only bought this one. So it has like a brush tip and it has just clear glitter. It's like a glue that you can apply a really thin layer to your cards and to decorative elements. I use this on almost every card I create. I like to use it on fairy wings. I've used it on a number of cards. For example, I have this one and I've put it on the fairy wings and around the background a little bit. I love this pen so much and I use it a lot. So if you've watched my videos, you've seen me throw this on at the very end as a finishing touch. So this is one item I probably couldn't live without when I'm creating cards. So this is definitely item number 1. So for item number 2, they are my Jelly Roll pens. This is another pen, but it's different, so it can be separate, I think. Jelly Roll pens, I've had these since I was in high school. Some of these pens I've had since I was in high school, and they still work. And I've picked up a few more colors since then, and I love these ones that have the little rainbows on them. They have like a metallic ink, and they're really creamy when they write. They're really smooth, and I love them so much. I also have a white one for doing embellishments, stars and galaxy skies, and just adding accents if I want to take my stamped items and make them look kind of bubbly. Then I like to use the white pen. And I also have a gold pen. I want to pick up a silver. I don't have a silver yet, but I have this metallic gold, and it like writes in a pretty gold color. I'll just grab a scrap piece of paper here and you can see. So when this writes, it actually is gold. It's not like some crappy yellow. It actually looks like a bronzy gold. It's so pretty. And I love glitter. So these are awesome. And I've used these on a number of cards. I love using them to create borders and accents and trim. So for instance, on this Valentine's card I created earlier this year, I put the gold pen around the edge to create a border on my trim. And then I drew little hearts to match the background accents. So that simple little element helps tie everything together, and it's fun to write with these. They're just yummy to use. They're creamy and really pretty. Now on this card here I used a purple. I used this purple Jelly Roll pen and I created this line across the bottom to create the trim on my card. These are actually both Valentine's Day cards. That's pretty cool. I didn't notice that when I grabbed them. But this is another instance of using this pen. And so because this cardstock is red, it came out almost like a charcoal purpley color. And I thought that was just so pretty, and the glitter is just unbelievable. It's so beautiful. And it doesn't create any kind of an edge or anything. It sits flush to the paper and it doesn't smudge or break off. I love these pens. So this is item number 2. If you don't have Jelly Roll pens, go get them immediately. They are fantastic. I love them. So now let's look at number 3. So for item number 3, it is my Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad. I love this ink pad because I can use it with my Copic markers. It doesn't smear or reactivate when the alcohol markers touch it, and it cleans off my stamps perfectly. It doesn't leave a black mark on my stamps. I do have some stamp pads and they stain my stamps. I haven't tried to clean my stamps yet, but that's a hassle and I don't want to go through that. So this I love because the cleanup is a fantastic, awesome thing. And so there's also another reason why I like this. Again, I haven't bought any colors, I just have black. And there's something about a crisp black line on a white paper, and it's the ultimate contrast. You can't get anything that's a stronger contrast visually, and I just love the look it gives. So for instance, I've used it on this card here, and just having the sentiment in black and the outline of my critter in black, it just all looks unified and crisp and clean. Here's another example of a card I did earlier last year. I love this card so much. And it's just beautiful with the white and the black. It's nice and crisp and it stands out. It's the focal point of the image and really has oomph. It's just something about crisp black on white. This is another card I created last year as a wedding card. And I think it's just so beautiful. I've used other stamp colors to stamp stamps, but if you do watch my videos, you'll notice that I stamp most things in black. And there's just something beautiful about black ink, and it's versatile. You can use it with any color, and it always makes the images that I stamp pop out because of that contrast, that sharp white and black contrast. So my number 3 item is my Memento Tuxedo Black ink pad. For my number 4 item, we're going to take a trip on my art desk and look at my Copic markers. Surprise, this is number 4. So this is a preview of what I have so far, and I'm slowly collecting colors. I'm going to do another video separately later this year on my setup and how I've created this stand and that sort of thing. But for now, this is the collection that I have, and I'm working on building it. And these markers are really expensive, but they are fantastic because they blend beautifully. They're effortless. They make your work look so much more premium and finished and polished, and they are easy to use, and I just love the vibrancy of the colors as well. So I have a Copic chart that I've been filling out with my different colors, and I have a long way to go, but I'm working on it. When I do collect my Copics, I try to not get colors that are all bunched together like this. I try not to do that. I try to spread them out so that if there's a color I need, then I just sort of try to aim in the middle of a space on my color category and try to fill in my chart that way. So I have a little bit more versatility with them. But even starting with a couple markers go a long way. If you are looking to start with Copics, and I know they're expensive, I would recommend getting a light and a dark of the same category. So if you're doing, like, for instance, if you're in the YRs, getting a light and maybe a medium or a dark in the same category that's YR, or same category that's YG, that sort of idea. And you can really stretch your Copics a long way that way. And so I just slowly built up my collection over the past year. This is what I have so far, and I'm still working on it, but there is definitely more to come. It's kind of an addiction collecting these markers, but they're quick and easy to color with. I can pump out a card really quickly, and it looks beautiful and polished, and I don't have to worry about streaks in the ink. It just all turns out beautiful. So number 4 is my Copic collection. So I'm having so much fun sharing this with you guys. Are you excited to see number 5? What I've picked, it might surprise you, but I've saved the best to last. So for number 5, let's take a look. So this is my number 5, my Distress Inks. I love these. I love them, I love them, I love them. These colors, again, are very vibrant, and I love vibrant colors. I love bright, saturated colors. And these deliver. They give a beautiful result. You can use them a number of ways. My favorite way to use Distress Inks is for colored backgrounds. To bring in the fairy card again, because this one's handy, I did use my Distress Inks for the background here. So I created a gradient with the cracked pistachio, and then I believe I used tumbled glass as well. So these inks are so vibrant, they blend beautifully. They don't leave streaks. They're not hard to mix together. No matter what type of range of color you're trying to mix together, they all go really seamlessly, depending on the paper you use. I use mixed media, and that's my favorite paper to use these with, but I love these colors and these inks so much. Here's a look at another card I did with Distress Inks, and this I used the Wilted Violet and the Mermaid Lagoon. I might have a little bit of tumbled glass in here, I'm not quite sure. But just using a couple colors creates such a beautiful, rich background, and it really transforms a card. And if you're low on supplies or you're just getting started making cards, then using distress inks for backgrounds is such an easy way to get a unique result every time. You can create the same type of card using the same stamps and make it 100 different ways just by mixing up the colors that you try in the background. These are beautiful for creating sunsets or sunrises using a light to dark color range. They're beautiful for rainbows. Oh my goodness, I could just go on and on for days about these. I love them. They blend amazing. And remember, if you are using distress inks, try using mixed media paper if you haven't, because they are the premium blending paper for these. It makes life so much easier. They blend really quickly and they just look gorgeous, gorgeous together. So this is my number 5. This is my best for last. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and my little sneak peek of my top 5 favorite card crafting items. I had a lot of fun picking these out. I thought about them for a few days now and which ones that I really wanted to make sure were included. There's definitely some in my collection, some items that aren't in this list that I kind of wish I could include, and maybe I'll do a top 10 in the future. But hopefully if these are new to you, you've discovered some new gems, or maybe you share these thoughts as well and love some of these items as much as I do. If you have a top 5 favorite or something else I haven't shared that you think I would like and should try out, just leave it in the comments below and I'll take a look for sure. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you're notified the next time I post videos. Take care, guys.